Well, hey, everybody. It's Brad.
And I'm Krista.
With the Big Family Homestead.
You can set it right here.
Thank you.
And then I can make comments. I didn't bring my computer.
Don't do that.
I want to do that.
Today is unusual in that we basically have an afternoon off because it's raining like crazy.
It's been yucky today.
And we've been outside, which is nice. You can see my glow here. But
that's called a burn, honey.
Well, yeah, it is a sunburn. Well, it doesn't look so bad on the camera.
No, last night it was really bad.
Yeah. But we wanted to come on and give you guys a chance just to hang out with us. Truth is there's a bunch of projects we could do inside, but we're pooped.
We have been busting our heinies all week.
Yeah, or husting our binies.
Yes, that works too.
That too. So we figured we'd come and hang out with you guys and and maybe answer a few questions while we take an hour off. And then get back to it.
Yeah. And Brad has no list.
I'm listless.
Yeah. That can be dangerous.
I'm listless. I'm just going to sleep. Hey there, Heather, going Betty.
I was just texting her.
Well, and she showed us it's in Wyoming right now, believe it or not. It's snowing.
Should I show the video?
Can she show the video?
Can I show the video, Heather?
Hey, Heather. Heather.
Hey,
Heather.
Heather.
Can you show the video or what? Or what? Or what? Yeah.
Or what?
I don't know what's going on. So we have been crazy busy. I mean, crazy busy.
Yeah.
It's since we got our snow left, then it's time to get outside fast.
Yes. Fast, because winter approaches very quickly.
Yeah, I pointed out to Christa this morning that we're a week or two away from 6 months into the year.
Yeah, it's towards the end of June is the middle of the year. But here, okay, so here Heather said we can watch it. We can.
Hey Scott, how's it going?
So here's the video. Oh wait, can't hear it.
Can't
Sorry.
hear the audio.
I gotta start over. Sorry, hold on. No, stop.
And we'll have to put this up here, or else they won't hear it.
Oh, that's true. All right, I'll turn the volume all the way up then.
This is in Wyoming.
So I sent you that lovely picture of the gorge and how beautiful it was and everything. This is Wyoming. I don't know if you can see it, but it's snowing again.
Oh. Did you hear the disappointment in her voice?
That just hurts my heart. Honestly,
I could hear
it just hurts me.
Her voice was breaking up a little bit there.
She was gonna cry.
I've
No,
been
I
there.
would.
I've been there.
Oops.
She's watching other videos.
Yeah, ours.
So, yeah, we actually built a run-in shed yesterday because many of you know that we ended up getting some sheep and a goat, a milk goat. And that's awesome. She's doing that to help out a lady at church.
Yeah.
Her little baby needs some food and mama is not able to give it.
Right. So, yeah, we were milking the goat. Actually, Hope has kind of taken that over.
She loves the goat.
She loves this goat and the sheep. She's in there petting the sheep every day, trying to get them to eat from her hand, and one of them does. One of them, the brown ram, he goes to your hand and then kind of just pushes it, like headbutts it almost. Not hard, but just kind of, he sniffs your hand, sniffs what's in your hand, tries to take it, but then doesn't. And then just kind of pushes your hand. It's really cute. He did that to me this morning. You gotta give that.
I like that.
Gotta give the example.
I like the scoop. Actually, the ram does look like that.
Jerk.
What? I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So it's pretty funny. So we've kind of, Hope especially has really gotten attached to the sheep.
Which is a kind of a bummer because if they bond to her, I'm going to be so mad. after all this time. I go out there all the time.
I know, but she is in there. She sits in there for an hour. She just sits in there and lets the sheep come up to her.
Well, that's the idea.
She's the sheep whisperer.
That'll be so irritating after all this time.
Hope is like a Disney princess. All the animals flock to her.
Let me just say that we love our daughter dearly, but she's probably the furthest thing from the Disney princess vibe.
Yeah, pretty much.
She does love animals, though.
She does love animals, and they do flock to her, but whew, don't cross that girl, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, boy.
She'll kill you with her stare.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
She will. Mm-hmm. So let's see who's here.
Anyway.
Heather Going Batty,
funny.
hello. Yarn Prepper, Crystal 72, Scott, Jean Marie, Felicia. Good afternoon to X Swagger Go Eats. I know that.
That's her son's channel.
I know,
yeah,
but I just
funny.
think it's funny.
Yeah.
Christy, Danny Thrive, and Donna Hazel. Good afternoon to you all. Hey, so if you have a question, we're honestly hanging out with you guys.
Yep.
We'll go wherever the
chilling.
conversation takes us. So if you have a question, pop it in there.
Yep. We're just kind of taking it easy because,
We need to for once.
man, this week has been absolutely insanely busy.
Hello, Matthew, and Love Pug.
And it's not, I mean, it's just this morning in early afternoon that is, there's nothing really going on,
Which is weird.
but in
It's
about
stormy.
45 minutes, I'm out of here. So you guys better hurry up with some questions.
Yeah.
I'll leave you all by yourself.
Me?
Yeah, I'm just teasing.
I'll make some music.
Yeah, I know.
I'll make some sweet tunage.
Of course, when Brad gets left home alone, oof,
Things happen.
stuff happens that it's not good.
I've been told that it's pretty easy to find a recipe for tannerite. And to make it.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what tannerite is? Anybody? Raise your hand if you know what tannerite is. Class. That's you guys. Anybody know what tannerite is? Without Googling it. So you can cheat. How's Brutus doing since the surgery? Mom.
Oh, I was reading another channel name. There was a lot going on there. Brutus is
He's doing just fine.
he's doing fine. He has the spot that they shaved on his arm to give him the anesthetic. He won't leave it alone. He keeps licking it. And I keep putting stuff on it. Like we've put blue coat on it 3 times and he just licks the blue coat off. And when he does that, then his mouth is just drooling.
It's like turning on a faucet.
Somebody stuck a hose in his mouth and it's just drooling like crazy. So I got something else that has some essential oils in it. I'm not sure if it's working, but oh my goodness, that dog, he just won't leave it alone. But he's doing better. He didn't mess with his incision at all. He's only messing with his arm, which I guess maybe that's a good thing.
Well,
Unless he chews his arm off.
Well, I
his
think
leg.
he's finally done.
I
think
hope
he's finally
so.
done with
I
it.
hope so.
But you know what's funny is that he went full 7 days. It says that you leave the cone of shame on for 7 to 10 days, and we waited the full 7 days. That got nasty. I had to clean his neck out a lot.
It was gross.
But this was the funny part. That's not funny. That's not
funny. That's
No
nasty.
funny. But we took it off for a day when we realized, okay, we think he's gonna be all right. And then he started doing the
chewing.
licking like that. So we put it back on, and it was like instant depression.
Oh yeah.
He just laid there, he was completely lethargic.
Yeah, he would not move.
Respond.
Oh no, he wouldn't respond. Now he's punishing us by ignoring us.
Yeah.
The last few days he will not. He'll be laying there, just laying down, looking at you. And come here, Brutus, come here. Nope, not going to do it. If we call Nana, then he pipes up, perks up, and comes to us because he's jealous.
Heather says, are you sure you want to leave Brad unsupervised?
Well, okay, so I was giggling.
There are some
Yarn-
things that I put on my list that I wait till mom's not around.
Yeah, he does. So Yarn Prepper says they buy giant stuffed animals at Goodwill and fill them with tannerite.
Nice.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what tannerite is, some of you do. It's not actually an explosive, there, ex-swagger. It's an implosive, which is why it's legal to buy it.
Yeah.
It's 2 parts.
2 different chemicals.
You mix them together, and then you could drop it on the ground and nothing will happen.
Right.
It has to be hit with a high velocity round, and that's the only way it'll go off. And it does go boom, but it's from an implosive. It goes woof.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You can buy it straight off the shelf in Walmart. You can get it right off
At least
the shelf.
up here.
Yeah, and it was the most bizarre thing when we moved up here. Like, what's tannerite? What are we seeing this tannerite all over the place? And a friend of ours showed us, and it was like, I need to have this in my life. We even if you Google search or YouTube search, we blew up a 400-pound pumpkin, and it's on video.
Funny.
And we even had a drone up in the air, and there was nothing. I mean, it was like pieces like this left.
Yeah, it was really, there was nothing left. Nothing left.
Cindy is asking you, Christa, are you going to milk the sheep?
I think so. This particular breed is not known for being a milk breed, but it's the Katahdins. That's the breed that we got. The milk sheep, or the sheep that we saw on the same farm, they had the udder size of our goat, and there's no reason why we couldn't milk them.
Oh,
so
I
I think
want some feta cheese, baby.
I know that's the plan.
And it's a soft cheese.
It is a soft cheese, so it should be pretty easy to make.
I would imagine.
So yeah, I plan on milking those sheep. We'll probably wean the babies off early, and then give them cow's milk. I think we can do that. I haven't figured that out yet.
Donna, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So if we wean the lambs off in the spring when they have their lambs, then we'll milk the sheep and then give the lambs cow's milk.
This is so funny. Donna says, I always bring home animals when hubby leaves town.
I saw that.
What the?
Yeah.
Who brought a python in here?
How many sheep did we have before?
Wait a minute. That one's not been pregnant. That's funny.
fun.
And you know what,
funny.
Donna? You could probably convince him that it was his idea. You said I could blah, 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 blah. That's what she would do. She would act like I approved it a long time ago. Not approved it, because that's not a fun way to say how we deal with things. Usually, any decision that's not like a light decision, we have to be 100%. Both of us have to agree.
Right.
But lately, she's been pulling the wool over my eyes.
What?
Oh, yeah. She'll act like I agreed to something. Oh, you said that was fine and blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I don't know what you're talking about.
She plays, let me just tell you what, she plays good on TV. But, oh, man. I know you guys love Christa, and that's good. I love her, too. But she has her sneaky streak. She's still doing it.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. Should you give us an example, dear? Since you've already called me on the carpet.
How about, okay. I don't know. The goat.
We only have one, right? I would have gotten two.
She went to go get two.
I was going to buy two.
We agreed on one.
No, we didn't agree on one. You agreed on one.
See?
I didn't agree on one.
We agreed on one.
Well, then that night, you're like, well, you can go get her sister.
I don't care.
I know you don't care. See, he's making a big deal out of nothing.
But we
Because he
agreed
doesn't
on
care.
one.
Because
we
he
agreed
loves
on
the
one.
goat. He loves the goat just as much as I do.
She's too skinny.
She is too skinny.
We gotta
That's
fatten
why I'm
her up.
trying to fatten her up.
Yeah.
But I don't want to give her a ton of grain because too much grain can cause an issue in her gut and give her diarrhea.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that.
What's
So
up there, Hempty-amic?
Hampty-amic.
Yep. Taking a break from the heat. HEAT.
I don't miss the heat, that's for sure.
I do not.
I think it's what, 55 today.
Yes.
Loving it.
Leslie is asking, will you eat goat meat and mutton? Goat cheese and chev is wonderful. Yes.
Yep.
Is the answer yes.
Yep, we do. Well, we will eat lamb.
Here's the plan for the sheep. And I've been open about this. I didn't come up with this idea, although I wish I had. But the credit goes to Bear Independent over there. He's a preparedness guy. And what he does is he raises his herd. Is it a flock? It's not a flock. It's a herd.
It's a herd.
Right.
A flock is birds.
And then when he gets a good amount of them raised up, he will gift a family 2 ewes and a ram so they can start their own herd.
Yep.
And he does that again and again and again. So, and then the goal is that the people that receive them do the same thing.
Right.
That way, all his friends, family, community, they're not going to have any problem feeding themselves.
Right.
And not to mention, what a cool Christ-like thing to do, you know?
Right.
So that's what, I mean, I think it's a fabulous plan. And when I heard it, I was like, we're doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So Donna is saying goats can't live solo. She's not alone. She's with the sheep. So, and I did do some research. A goat can be with other sheep. So it's because they're very similar creatures.
They hang.
So, yeah.
It's funny because the sheep do follow her around.
They do. They do. They are a flock now. So
Yeah.
But most likely we'll be
herd.
buying.
We keep calling
yeah,
it
it's
flock.
a herd. Most likely we'll be getting another goat anyway. So
There wasn't much good that
maybe
came
a
out
baby. Maybe we'll get a baby.
Baby what?
A baby goat.
Kangaroo.
No.
It's legal to own a kangaroo in Wisconsin.
Without
Did you know that?
without a permit.
Yeah, you don't have to have like a special zoo license.
Yeah.
So it's 90 degrees today. Holy mackerel. You know, it's funny because we just had the air conditioner guy leave here. And yes, we even use the air conditioner here.
Yeah, we do. It can get humid here, and it can get warm. And the sun, okay, so the living room is windows on 3 sides of the living room. And the sun, and it faces south. So it gets all day sun, all day. I mean, morning, evening, middle of the day. So it's it gets really warm in here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Code orange today. People with breathing problems can't go outside. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and wherever Karen is. Yeah.
I'm very excited about the sheep. I have a little experience in sheep, says Cindy. That's cool.
Yeah, we've never had sheep before, so this is a learning experience.
We've had goats.
We've had goats and pigs and cows and a donkey.
And a kangaroo.
No kangaroo. No.
That'd be awesome.
No.
You know, how they suggest videos on YouTube and like it'll pop up in your feed. There's this one that it lives in Australia at some, I guess it's like a shelter, but this one, it comes in the house every day. At this one, they've got a special couch for it, and it comes and hangs out inside and watches TV with them for a few hours, just chilling out on the couch.
That's weird.
Then it goes back out.
That's weird. That's just weird.
You got a house roo. I want one. I want me a house roo.
You have 2 house lions, so I don't think that's going to work.
We do have a house lion.
Yeah.
Empty hammock. What are you guys doing for emergency water supply for you and your family? The power goes out long term. Oh, my brother, we got
that covered.
Backups.
We got that covered, but
Spades.
everywhere around us there's water.
So
everywhere.
Okay, let's play that up.
Yeah.
Then. There's pails, there's
Yes.
water all over the place. Number 1. Number 2, we have a well on our property, and we have one of those I forget what kind of pump they're called, but you pop the cap off the well head and you can drop it down in there and fish water out that way. That's 2.
Pitcher pump?
I forget.
I don't know what it's called.
Bulletproof Pastor has it.
Yeah.
Then the 3rd way is we have a generator and we can power our house that way. 4th way, solar.
Yeah.
So the well pump's going to work. And if everything went south and sideways, we would only run it for maybe like an hour a day get all your electrical stuff done.
Right.
Fill up water buckets, fill up stuff, and then just shut it off. That way you can stretch it out for a really long time.
Right. Exactly. Yes, we do have a Berkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
But the water here is great.
The water, well, but if we have to collect water from somewhere else, then we would be
We'd
boiling
boil
it
and
and
then
run it
Berkey
through
it.
the Berkey. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've got the water part covered. We have a hot tub in the house.
Which is weird and awesome.
Yeah, it's downstairs.
We bought it that way. We didn't
put that in. It was there. And so that can be, we have it filtering
Reserved
with salt.
Yeah.
And so it's clean. So you can use that for flushing toilets or whatever. But
Yeah. Dan Schneider, Off-Grid Nation is coming. Are you referring to all the rumors of the grid going down? I'm curious because there are lots and lots of rumors. Have you practiced all your methods? All except one, empty hammock.
Yeah.
And I hear you. Matter of fact, we've got a backup to a backup when it comes to the generators. So
Yeah.
all but one, and we try to practice what we preach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, we've got, we know how to can, we know how to
Well, in terms of the water.
in terms of water, right.
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of backups to our backups.
Yeah, there's backups to backups.
We
to
heard
backups.
this saying, 2 is 1 and 1 is none.
It's a prepper thing.
It's a prepper thing.
It's a prepper thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Want some ducks, but our fence needs to get fixed, says Karen. Sheep are easier than goats, says Donna.
I don't see that.
But we haven't had sheep. We have had goats, but our goats have been awesome.
All of the goats that we've had have been super friendly and they want to be around people.
They don't want to leave.
They don't want to leave. We've never had any test the fence or climb out or jump out or whatever and eating your flower bed or on your car. I don't know where these goats are coming from. I think I think there's like one that does it just all over the country. I don't know. But we've never had any that are naughty goats.
I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we keep them well fed and we provide them stuff to do.
Yeah.
Like toys or things to climb, and
Right.
they do that. So, okay, another question from Mike. Question on church gathering options. If the grid goes down, does your church have a plan to maintain gatherings? And I'll tell you what, I don't know, because we have house church here.
Yeah.
We have a group of believers, probably about 30 of us all together, that all live nearby, all like-minded, all pursuing Christ. No pew warmers.
No.
I'm not saying that to be nasty to people. I'm saying that the people that are coming because they want to grow in faith. And so we basically get together. It's a potluck. And then we open up the Bible and we read, we unpack it, we pray for each other. We talk about each other's needs. We're doing that now. We're not waiting for something to happen and then go, whoops, now what?
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Now there's a question for you, I think, Mom.
Butter. What's the longest you froze butter and it was still good? Gosh, I'm not sure. I've got some in there from I have some in there from last summer that I haven't taken out yet, but I would imagine it's still okay.
Yeah.
What I need to do is this summer when I'm making butter is I need to can it instead of freeze it.
Yeah.
So when I make the butter, then I got to make...
Well, and we
I gotta get the
have
milk
canned
solids off.
butter.
We have canned butter.
Yes, and it does work. Yeah.
Yeah, but, when I make the butter, then I need to... You have to heat it and scrape off the milk solids, and then you pour it into your jars.
You're kind of just making ghee.
You're making ghee. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Hey, where do you live there, Mike? You don't have to get super specific. I'm just curious.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, they're doing that already.
That's awesome.
Kim, that does seem to be the topic right now. We're just kind of honestly answering whatever questions come up.
Yeah. That's what folks are interested in talking about right at the moment.
M. Miller, what do you think of water filters made from clay pots? I'll tell you this. The Berkey, we own a Berkey with the real Berkey elements in them.
Yeah.
And we have built a knockoff with the elements that you can get right off of Amazon that are the same exact thing. And Central New York State. Our son, we have a son that lives in New York State.
He lives in Uptown, or not Uptown, but over by the lake.
Well, and same with the Pagets.
Yeah, they're over by the lake.
Yeah, they're over there. But we've no discernible difference in the water quality using a food grade bucket and one of the, I think they're called Dalton Berkey filter replacements.
Yeah.
And there's no difference at all. So I don't think, I don't know about a clay pot filter.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Sounds interesting, though. An inexpensive way to filter water.
Yarn Prepper says we had 5 quick trips open in 4 months last year. Super cheap butter. Yes.
Yeah, it's gone up 50 cents though, at least up here. They used to do 5 for $10, so that's $2 a pound. Then sometimes they'll have $1.99, which is the same. Now it's $2.49 when it's on sale.
It's getting more money.
Yeah.
M. Miller, going back to the filter, I was asking because I was looking for a simple solution where I did not have to purchase the filters. I got to be honest, man, that's one thing I don't think I would risk.
Yeah.
Not having the right equipment on is water.
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of people that have super tight budgets, but I don't think you would. The Dalton filters are much, much cheaper. As a matter of fact, you talk, Mom. I'll see if I can find it.
Okay.
Real quick. So make sure I'm telling them the right
Put
thing.
that over here. Thank you.
There.
I don't need to see my face. I can read comments now.
I like looking at your face.
I know you do, but come on.
This. So you answer a thing and I'll look for a thing and we'll do stuff and things.
Monica's been MIA from the devotion the last few days. She tested positive, but she's feeling better.
Oh, no.
That stinks, Monica. I'm so sorry.
Let me see if I can find these.
Oh, I think you spelled it wrong.
I know.
Okay.
It should fix it anyway.
Okay. It should find it.
I would think.
So, yeah, we actually need to order another set of those just as a backups.
Backups to backups.
Yep.
How's it going? Well,
I don't know.
Answer that, Mom.
It's a rainy day today.
Riddle me
so
this,
we
Batman.
are we're just hanging out inside and just taking a rest after the week. We have had a super busy week. Brad built a run-in shed for the sheep and the goat.
Caleb helped, and you
yes.
came in and helped too.
Well, you did a lot. I mean,
it's okay.
He did more than he probably should have, which
there it is.
That's normal for Brad. But.
Yeah, well, I don't like waiting around.
So we got the run-in shed done, except for the sides. We still have to put the siding on, but that's okay. It's summertime. The airflow will be good. We'll get that done before winter. And
Kim, do you have any kind of Bible study online? As a matter of fact, yes. We do it, or I lead one. It's on Big Family Devotions, and Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central.
Yep.
We usually go about a half hour. Right now, we're finishing out the book of Daniel. Oh, here, to M. Miller. I'm looking at these filters. You can get a filter pack. It looks like if you go single filter, they're $30.
Yeah. Ours takes 3.
Yeah. But if you want this, here's one for $24. Okay. And then there's the smaller ones.
The rounded cone-shaped ones that look like, I don't know, they look like
alien eyes.
Alien eyeballs, yeah.
Here's a 2-pack for $23. But,
you just have to look and see.
I wouldn't risk it on water, man.
No, definitely not. I mean, it'd definitely be boiling it first and then putting it through a filter.
So, yes, Big Family Devotions.
Yeah. Any recipes for Copycat Miracle Whip? I hate to say no.
You just crossed the line, La Petite.
We don't do Miracle Whip. We do mayonnaise.
Let's just say that there have been lasting family feuds started over the
centuries.
The Dukes versus Hellmans debate.
Not in our family.
Down south.
Oh, down south, yes. It's either Hellmans or Dukes.
Miracle Whip is like a dirty word.
Miracle Whip is actually, it's a northern thing.
It is. And I actually don't mind it, but you just got to... The problem with... Okay, here it is, baby. The problem with Miracle Whip is the same problem with Skyline chili.
It's not mayonnaise. It's salad dressing.
You got to think of it as its own thing.
Right.
And then you're fine.
Right.
But like Cincinnati has Skyline chili. It's not chili and it's not spaghetti.
No.
But if you think of it as something else, you're fine.
Then you're fine. The reason we don't, it's too sweet. That's why we don't care for it. But can you stop moving it around?
I'm trying to get it to where I can see the controls. Okay.
He keeps like moving the chat around like stop.
I should put the chat right where you got to look at the camera. See, you guys don't understand. I got a production land here. There's we're surrounded by equipment. It looks like NASA in here. There's a rack of stuff and a rack of stuff. And the screens are really big. Mm-hmm. And because I do video editing and audio editing.
Screens.
And there's two of them. Mm-hmm. And then there's another one back there.
Mm-hmm.
That one's on my treadmill. So when I get walking, I can still edit. But the funny thing is that there's so much screen. We could be looking at the chat and it would be like way over there. What are you doing, Mom?
I'm writing something down because somebody said cheeky. No, not cheeky. It's Cheeky Saver who is saying it, but zero water filters are cheap way to get started.
We know Cheeky Saver.
We do?
I think so.
Okay. I'd not recognize the name, but they
Wasn't
take out impurities.
Crunchy Savings?
No.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
They take out all the impurities and take the ppm to 0, which is parts per million.
Yep.
They even take out fluoride, which that's great. The disadvantage is you need to replace the filters pretty often. Well, here we have well water, and our water tastes delicious. So the only reason I would need that is for if we needed to filter out, say, the water from the hot tub or
because that's already
a pond.
That's already clean. It's just got salt in it because we don't use chlorine.
We use a salt water generator. No, chlorine generator with salt.
It's salt.
Yes, but that generator thingy creates the chlorine, which keeps it really clean.
Yeah.
So it's called a zero water filter.
You have to look that up.
Yes, and that's why I'm writing it down because I will forget.
Yeah. So we go from preparedness of making sure you've got enough water in your house to mayonnaise.
To mayonnaise. And I do have a recipe for mayonnaise that I got from Heather at Goin' Batty.
It's eggs.
Yeah, it's eggs, a little bit of salt.
Right?
It's egg yolks, yes. A little bit of salt, egg yolks, a little bit of lemon juice or white vinegar, and then oil. So whatever oil you want to make it with. And you
emulsify it.
Yes, you just emulsify it. You take an immersion blender in your container, and then you pour, or you can use a food processor, either way. And you blend up the eggs and the salt and the lemon juice or white vinegar, either way. And then you slowly pour in the oil until it's blending, and it's very good.
Yeah.
So that's I haven't made it in a while just because life gets away and, hey, go get another thing of mayonnaise. So
let's see. Mike says, on the house church thing, which we do, you guys have some kind of liturgical order, or is it open Bible study atmosphere? Just curious. I'm passionate about the subject. My apologies. No reason to apologize.
No need to apologize.
No, I kind of described what we do. So what will happen is people show up. We're all chatting, having a good time. We pray, then eat. It's like a potluck. Everybody brings some food.
Yep.
And then once everybody's kind of, we
Full.
we retire to the living room area, and it's God's provided a living room that's big enough for a lot of people for us.
Yeah.
So we pray, and then I will usually bring a topic of study, and it could be first chapter of Acts or second chapter of Acts or whatever it may be. We'll read it, then we start talking about it. Questions come out. And then usually we'll pray. And then after that, sometimes there's folks who want to get into more in-depth debate in terms of different subjects that are not what we dealt with. Well, we keep that kind of separate because there's some people that want to just have the Bible study, and then they'll have dessert and coffee. They hang out, have fellowship, and then we all kind of call it a night.
Yep.
And the house is big enough, fortunately, that there's plenty of room for kids to kind of go do their thing.
They hang out downstairs, have snacks, watch a movie.
Or go outside and play.
Or, that's the big thing now is now that it's warmer, they all go outside and play. So,
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah, it's like, you want to be noisy?
Go
Do it
outside.
outside.
Yeah.
So that's how we do what we do. We don't do any liturgy, so to speak.
No.
I'm not opposed to liturgy, but we just don't because this seems to work better, at least for our crowd.
Yeah.
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 All right. Non-debatable.
Oh, no, they're debating over their interpretation
It's like
of
deeper scripture stuff.
Deep stuff, yeah.
Yeah, they're just talking it out. Like, for example, somebody may say, well, infant baptism is not a thing and you shouldn't do it. And then other people say, well, why can't you do infant baptism? That sort of thing. And then they'll say, well, this scripture says this. And then the other one will go this. There's no fighting. It's just that they're trying to understand, does their position make sense? Does it line up with the word of God? Wait a minute, you don't think the same thing I do. Let's talk it out.
Right.
That sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Play outside. That's wonderful to hear. Most days kids want to play video games. Well, you see, the thing about video games is we're in charge.
Yeah. Video games are upstairs. It's where we are all sitting. So kids can't play them.
Well, and Christa has been wicked smart, and she found a great program that limits what the kids can see, what the kids can play, how long they can play, notifies us if they try to go somewhere they're not supposed to go. What's it called?
Kids Locks. KIDSLOX. Yeah, KIDSLOX. There is honestly a very minimal fee for lifetime use of it. It's $80 for lifetime. As many devices as you want to put on it. It doesn't work with computers like laptops, but it works with tablets, iPads, iPhones, any kind of Android phone. It's fantastic. It really is. It tracks everything they watch, every YouTube video, everything they search, how much time it's allotted. You can set parameters on, okay, the phone will be able to be coming on at 7 a.m. and it shuts off at 8 p.m. to where any app that you decide gets turned off is off. You can leave on phone, but texting gets turned off, FaceTime gets turned off, that kind of thing. And it, like I said, it tracks everything. And it only allows them a certain amount of screen time that you allow.
Right.
So if you only want them to have 2 hours of screen time a day.
Or 30 minutes.
Or 30 minutes of screen time, then that's all they get. And then everything gets locked down. You can even give them rewards, like if they did their homework or tidied their room or took care of the dog or whatever, you can give them rewards. Of course, 30 minutes for taking care of the dog, probably not a good reward.
15 minutes.
Maybe 5, but still.
It's whatever you want to make it.
Yeah. So.
Do you play video games with your kids? From time to time, yes. Yeah, we very closely monitor what
Yes.
games they are allowed to play because we're the ones that get them. Like they don't do any of those first person shooters.
No.
None of that stuff.
No.
It's like racing games,
Racing
the Lego
and-
games.
Yeah, the Lego ones. Zelda,
Yeah,
which
that's
is kind
like
of
puzzles.
weird. That's a puzzle. I don't. Yeah, it's
Stuff like that. They don't do any of the stuff where they're like killing people.
no, that doesn't happen.
No, not going to happen.
No. Yes.
And so, do you play video games with your kids? The funny thing was, I just was playing a racing game with Caleb just before we came
funny.
up here.
That's funny.
Yeah. Let's see. What's it say here? I agree. Including. Okay. We have a setting on our phones that shuts off the internet. It's amazing how fast they come out of their rooms and want to go outside when there's no
That's
internet.
hysterical.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, the kids, they get a certain amount of time. And that includes, okay, so the 2 hours is not just for the tablet. 2 hours is video games.
All of it.
All of it. So that's all they get during the day. And
Except for if school is on,
If it's
that
school-
time doesn't. That
well,
time's not
that
the same.
time is not counted because
Right.
they're using a laptop when they're doing their schoolwork. So
Right.
not that they're using a laptop for all of their schoolwork. It's mostly pen and paper.
The Mad Flea. How big is your crowd? Well, I would rephrase that. I know what you're asking, and
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be snarky when I say, well, it's not our crowd. But,
No.
but I really promise you, it's not trying to be snarky.
Yeah.
But, on the top end, there's about 30 people, but it's honestly by invite.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like, we're not just, it's not just for everybody. And the reason for that is not that we're trying to keep people out. It's that we want to make sure that we're all like-minded, or at least could be like-minded, because we don't want to cause a problem.
Right.
We don't want people coming in and just railing against stuff that it's like, why that's counterproductive.
Yeah.
Star Wars Racer, Pod Racer's fun, yeah. Let's see. Sounds great. I need to use this with my husband who gets too much screen time on his computer.
Yeah, it's a really neat program.
Yep.
So, and there is a free version you can, but then there's certain things you can't do, like you can't set what app shut on or turn on and turn off. So,
Well, one lifetime fee is great.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. I think that we're gonna have to actually get going
Yeah,
soon.
I have to get ready to head out.
So our official downtime is over. I gotta
It's
get
over.
back to work.
Yeah. Time to run again.
Hey,
So-
thank you guys for coming and hanging out.
Yeah.
We're gonna I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow. I have some video of us putting the run-in shed together, but it wasn't a lot because I was doing a lot of the carrying and stuff.
It was
and
hard.
hammering and building.
It was hard to get to do. I mean, took all of us to took all of us to get it done, and it was just hard.
Hey, if you guys don't mind, hit a thumbs up because that does change the algorithm. I'm seeing there's CC Clark. If you give positive thumbs up and you hit subscribe, it changes the way that YouTube will push out their notifications, and it does help us.
Ooh.
So that's it. That's it, Mom.
Yes.
I'm moving the
Yeah.
comment screen on her.
Right.
What? You want to see it? There it is. I was trying to get to the stop button.
I know.